Definitely. Even when we're down, I think 4 or 5, I have full confidence we're going to win the game. And I think it played out perfectly. We got the steal, Mace hit a three, and it's just sometimes things just don't go your way.
Freddie, what's it like dealing with as a rookie in there?
The guy, he can play basketball. I don't know what to tell you. Dude can rebound, finishes at the rim, and he does it really well. I think that first game, we did a better job as a team, keep out his rhythm. This game, he was in sync.
How much more difficult was it to deal with them this game with them middle ball screens instead of a lot of their stuff on the side?
Yeah, they definitely, saw that they didn't learn from that first game where they kept the ball out the side and went in the middle. And that kind of messed up our ball screen coverages because, we tried to, do like a hedge and then our flat hedge and then they kind of lobbed it over and then kind of stun, go back, and then Dots would get the layup. Eventually, but I think the recipe was just to switch all in any ball screen. That kind of would help us get back in it, but just a little too late. So.
Jerry, obviously, you guys, you talked about, you thought that you guys were going to come out with the win. You guys, were very, very close. Where does just that fight and, all that charisma and everything come from, aside from obviously, that 23-game win streak?
I think you know the answer. It's obviously divine and, our faith. And, even in the loss, we're thanking him and appreciating him, what he's done for us. And I think moving forward, he's going to continue to support us. And, we just can't let this loss affect us. And we got to get another win. And we're still this, same Baylor team that won 23 in a row. So just can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
How well are these two teams playing right now? What was the quality of the game out there for Swig to play before?
It's high level. I think all these guys on the court want to win. All these guys want to win a Big 12 championship, and that's what you want out of a 19, 20-year-old in college that's working for their school to try to put their school on the map. And I think Kansas and Coach Self does a great job of making sure everybody's on the same page. And I think Coach Drew does a great job of getting those guys on the same page. And it's fun to watch.
Pretty sell out before, but is this a different atmosphere, different crowd out there today?
Yeah, I think there's just a little bit more excitement in the air. People camped out earlier, the students, so that kind of had a bit more hype to it. And then also just college game day being here, 1 versus 3 matchup, people are just going to yell a bit more, be a bit more excited. Also the whiteout too. But yeah, there's a lot more energy in the Farrell.
Freddie, how many times this season you guys have overcome adversity, y'all kept winning games. Just talk about making sure that this adversity, you're able to overcome this adversity as well.
Yeah, so there's one of our trainers on staff, sent me this video back when we lost to Washington, and it's this guy named Jocko Wayland. Anyways, basically said that, when you approach, a problem or any adversity or an issue, you just say to yourself, you just say good, because look at it as like an opportunity to learn from it, to find a solution, to get better, more time to get, all that. So that's kind of the approach that we take as a team. When, we face things like this, we just say to ourselves, good, stay positive, get better, move forward. Season's not over. It was a big game. We're disappointed, but we're going to prepare better, work harder, do what we always do.
Freddie, what's the biggest lesson that you personally take away, of why the team didn't come out with the win? Give us as a one thing.
I got to go back and, emotions are high right now, so I got to go back and watch the film. I'll probably do that later tonight. Just off the top of my head, walking off. I think that, our defense will win just games, and I think what they shot,
50%.
53%. That's not a character for us as a team. That's just not what we take pride in. That's not what we usually do. We're used to holding teams to the, what we try to do is hold a team to the lowest scoring all season. And tonight we just quite didn't do that.
Freddie, after halftime, you were coming back on the court. It looked like Rico Gathers was talking to you, maybe giving you some advice. What did he say to you leading into the second half?
Oh yeah, he was just saying, he's like, be more physical. I think kind of the vibe he was giving was, play like I did. He was like, So I think he said, he basically just saying, keep it kind of basically saying don't get punked. But he was like, so it's kind of I was trying to go out there in the second half and play with the spirit of Rico.
Freddie, I know it's been talked about a lot, but how do you, I guess just to yourself over the past couple years, prepare to go from playing, D3 ball to preparing for an environment like that, the intensity like that?
I mean, yeah, I know it's something that kind of always say here, but I'll say it again. It really is just God. It's first off the chains are incremental, but I know who gave this to me. So I don't see the outside. I know that He wouldn't give it to me if I wasn't ready for it. So I just trust in that.
I'll ask you one more question just about guarding him, Buki, especially when you're fronting him. A lot of elbows, forearms, hands, and everything, and then you got to deal with his mobility. So how do you handle that? How do you combat that?
Yeah. So with that, I think you just, I'm a football player at heart. That's what I started out playing. So you kind of just switch back into that mode. And the refs were letting us play. I don't think there's anyone really in foul trouble this game. Not too bad. But they were letting us play. So I just go back to that. And I just, try and get low. Try and find that weak spot. I think there was one possession where I just kind of tried to get into him as much as I can. I think I got to follow on it, but just kind of throw the stuff at him to kind of just get him off. So.
Jared, you guys, Kansas's defense was really doing a good job, I thought, of preventing dribble over drive penetration and drives to the basket. What were they doing on defense that kind of, made you guys take some maybe shots that weren't exactly the openness of looks?
Well, I think they did a good job of guarding the ball screen. They iced the ball screen, as they say, a lot, and I think that prevented some of our, penetrations just off the ball screen. But yeah, I think they did a good job of doing that.
First, Freddie, and then Jared. I mean, what is it like playing an environment like this? Like, is this fun? I mean, what is this kind of like, just experience?
Yeah, it's the moment you live for. I think, like when you walk in, see everyone just kind of supporting you, just saying, like, get a win, just cheering you on. It's great. It's really special. But, I think, once that ball's tipped, I mean, it just feels like all the other games that we've played. Because, it's just you and your opponent, and you're trying to get the win in with your teammates.
Yeah, it's fun. It's I'm just really glad to say that. I think I'm a part of something new at Baylor and a culture at Baylor and bringing excitement about Baylor basketball. And that's just one of the things I want to do here. And it's exciting. But like you said, once the game starts, it's kind of just like in that mode, and it's just kind of just trying to win.
Jared, do you beat yourself up when you miss a 1-and-1 like that? I mean,
1-and-1, 100%. Man, it's all mental. It's definitely all mental, but just got to get back in the lab and just keep shooting more to gain more confidence.
Jared, you've played them now twice, split the series. Is there a desire to meet them again, either in the Big 12 tournament or in the NCAA tournament?
100%, yeah. Of course, as a competitor, I want to play them again, but Kansas doesn't rule my life. I want to win a Big 12 championship, and the goal wasn't to sweep Kansas. It was to win the Big 12 championship. So, I mean, yeah, I want to play them again just because I'm a competitor, but at the same time, I want to win a Big 12 championship. So.
Yeah. The last time that you guys lost, I mean, you obviously responded with 23 straight wins. I mean, what do you take from this, and I mean, how does it help you in a way, do you think, to go through something like this?
I think, one, it humbles us. I think it fires up our approach for the next game. I think now we look more for the little things that we didn't do in this game. I think, I think it just refines our focus, and I think it's just up to us to either let this break us or let this make us. And a lot of times Kansas can beat you twice, and we can't let that happen.